Leon, this is a bit of a weird question, but are you kind of surprised just how much Belal seems to hate you?
I am 100%. For some reason, I don't know what scenario is built in his head. We fought first time. Everyone's seen how the fight went. Ended in an eye poke. Now we're having a rematch. That's where it starts and ends with me. You know what I mean? For him, it's kind of built up like a mad scenario in his head where, I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird.
He's bumping into each other, he's popping off, he's saying he's going to do all these mad scenarios to you and embarrass you, torture you is the word he used today. Do you think he's being out of character, or do you think he's realised, like, I'm going to have to start promoting myself to try and get these opportunities again? Or what do you make of his behaviour this week?
I feel like he's trying to talk himself in the fight, you know. He's trying to convince himself that he's better than what he is, I feel. It's the only way I can see it. I can't see what else there is, you know. So yeah, that's it really.
Do you find it a little bit weird with some of the things that he's saying, considering how he usually fights in the cage, considering what he's saying is a little bit...
Yeah, it's contradiction, right? Like, when has he ever tortured anybody in the cage? Like, when has he ever knocked nobody out? When has he ever, like, he's even choke me out halfway, let me up, look at my brother, let me back up, look at my coach. I was like, bro, you're deluded, you know? He even came out today and said that, well, not today. I said that if he beats me, which he won't, he's topping GSP. Yeah, I mean, he's like, his boxing coach came out and said he's got the same hands as Canelo. He's like, how's going on? He's like, I don't know. It's a weird thing, but it is what it is.
The first time you fought him, you came out like pretty aggressive, you know, really set the forward motion. Was that because you just saw something in him where I don't feel a threat from him, or is it because you had been on the sidelines for so long with COVID and all the rest of it? Why did you fight that aggressively in that fight?
A bit of both. I was believe I'm better than him, you know, so I feel like I am levels above him, and that's the way I fought, and that's the way I'm going to fight on Saturday night. I truly believe I am levels above him, and Saturday night I'll prove that again.
He was in here saying, you know, he's better than Kamari, better than Colby.
Who is?
Belal said that he's better than... Well, you kind of answered my question. When you look at him compared to those two, do you think this is an easier fight?
I don't know. Let's see. You know, I think Kamara's better than him, obviously. But let's see. Like I said, I'm taking him serious because whatever he's using to convince himself to be in the fight, I have to take him seriously, you know. But we'll see. Sunday morning, I'll answer it again.
Leon, Bilal's team are saying that his boxing is on the same level. Have you seen
Canelo?
Yeah. What do you make of that? And just touching on the hatred vibes that he's been giving off towards you, you seem the complete opposite. You seem like you care less.
I don't get it. You know what I mean? I don't where it's coming from. You know what I mean? I haven't said much really, apart from like bantering. And for me, it's all banter. For him, it's like taking it deadly serious. You know what I mean? So, as far as the Canelo thing, I think that's like everyone knows. Hey, that's just what the fuck. You know what I
mean? Do you expect him to stand and strike with you for more than a few minutes in the fight, or do you know his game like the back of your hand at this point?
He might try to. You know what I mean? He won't have much success in it. I think everyone knows his game plan would be to come out and try wrestling. But even his wrestling ain't all that really. You know what I mean? He ain't a fucking Khabib or like a GSP. It's Belal. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. Let's see.
You mentioned Khabib there. Khabib has supposedly come up with a game plan to beat you, and Belal believes he'll do the same thing to you that Khabib did to Conor McGregor. And
I ain't Conor McGregor and he ain't Khabib. You know, a man like you can't use Khabib to credit yourself. You ain't Khabib. You didn't grow up with Khabib. You probably trained like for a little bit. That's about it. You know what I mean? I've trained with Khabib before. You know what I mean? What does that mean? It means nothing. You know what I mean? And he's using another man's work to gain confidence off his work. But you ain't put that kind of work in, you know?
Has your opinions about Khabib changed at all throughout this?
Nah.
With him helping Belal and helping Islam, who wants the belt that you've got right there as well?
No. I think it's still one of the best fighters to do it, you know? And that's it.
And right here. When in the lead up to this, you know, Bilal's used phrases like he's going to 50-42 you. He's predicting like these dominant decision wins. When you
this like if it was me, yeah, I'm like gonna go like mad deluded and shit and just talk random shit. But like I'm gonna fucking knock this guy out and like cut him up and like you want violence in it. Like, if I could like dream any scenario in my brain, I'll dream violence. I wouldn't dream fucking going to decision. You know what I mean? It's just a weird like thoughts that's going on. You know what I mean?
Well, you also called him the least intimidating person in
It
the
is. He
entire
is.
UFC.
And he is. He is. You know what I mean? Like, he is. Like, there's zero. Like, let's say, like, we're in the street and I saw Belal Muhammad. I wouldn't be afraid of him one bit. You know what I mean? And that's how I look at it. Like, he's not intimidating one bit. You know what I mean? And that's it.
What happened with this run-in with you and him near an elevator or in an elevator?
That I was going up to floor 3. Opened. He was like standing right there in front, and I think he thought in his head that I wouldn't have came into the lift. I walked straight into the lift and pressed number 3, and that was it. Came out. Then it's weird because in the lift it was mad quiet. And then after the lift opened, everyone's outside. He's like, "Oh, pussy, blah blah blah." I was like, "Bro, why didn't you say all this in the lift when it's just in the lift?" You know what I mean? But I don't know.
Well, he also said he was sizing your brother up in case he hopped over.
Oh god, that's funny.
And I don't know if you said you've seen him say some crazy stuff. He also said that he might deliberately lose the first round to lure you into a false sense of security. What's your thoughts on that?
Belal, it's Belal, isn't it? Belal, being Belal, I guess. So he's gonna come out, lose the first round, and then what?
Torture you, apparently.
After the first round, after he lost the first round. Okay.
Leon, just here, mate. Just going back to what his coach said about him looking like Canelo on the pads. When you're looking at him striking, does anyone pop to mind in terms of he doesn't look like Canelo, but he looks like someone else on the pads?
He's a shitboxer. I don't know who a shitboxer is. Tommy, no, Tommy's a good lad. I don't know. Nah, I think Jet Pump knocks him out in a boxing match, just pure boxing. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Was there any like sympathy for Belal? Obviously, he was in a similar position to you, where he's on this long winning streak and he's kind of knocking on the door for the title shot and he couldn't get it. Was there any sympathy?
No, not really. Not really. I ain't got no sympathy. All right. The game is a game, eh? No one has sympathy for me when I was going for my shit. You know what I mean? So no, not really.
I talked to you about that trick shot the other day. It kind of went everywhere. You're kicking the basketball. But how did that come about?
Just going for a morning jog and the ball came towards me, kicked it and went in. It's a normal day, lads. I don't understand what are you trying to...
I was about to say,
It's a normal...
it kind of has, like, you remember the Ronaldinho advert, was it for Nike back in the early 2000s where you hit the crossbar? Was it real? Was it...
Mine was real. I don't know about Ronaldinho. Man. Fair play, though.
If you had missed, then you would have essentially just kicked that geezer's ball like a mile away.
Exactly, and it carried on jogging, you know what I mean? So, this is what it is.